Have you been thinking of starting a cleaning product business, but you don't know where to start from? Or maybe you have been wondering, how much capital do I really need to start this business? What products am I starting with? Who are my customers? And is this business really going to be, lucrative? If you have asked these questions or more, then this video is for you. Follow me today because I'm going to show you practical steps that will lead you to start a lucrative cleaning product business that will really translate into a steady, regular income for you. In today's video, I will show you the steps that you will take. So watch to the end, because at the end of this video, I will also be sharing about some mistakes that beginners can avoid. Let's go. Welcome to Unique Home Solutions and More. We are going right into the video. Now, step 1. You have to know the products you want to start with. Which of the products do you want to start with? Now, this product you want to start with has to be something that is in everyday need, something that people buy on a regular basis. If you want to start cleaning product business now, you have to go into that which is regularly used, which people are in demand of. So everyday use products like liquid soap, like toilet cleaner, like a bleach, many disinfectants. There are many things that people can use every day. They cannot do without cleaning the floor. They cannot do without cleaning the surfaces and even washing of the restroom and everything. So start with a product that is in everyday demand. That is step 1. Number 2, you have to go into proper production. Go into proper production. You don't have to depend on people who bought from those who produced before you go and market. That is just marketing. Go into proper production. What I mean by this is that you have to learn how to produce those products. Start from there, because you want to maximize the opportunity you have in this business. Then you have to learn how to produce, learn the measurements, learn the ingredients, learn everything that you need to know about the product, the packaging, the branding, and even the marketing. So you have to go into proper production, learning it. And you don't have to start producing to fill up a warehouse. You can start from wherever you are. You can produce batches by batches. That is a very good way to start. Because if you produce much and there's nobody that is saying hello to you, you will be discouraged immediately. So, but the best approach is that you have to produce more and go for sales. When you are done, you produce again and again. Before you know it, nobody will remind you to increase the capacity of your store. So that is number 2. Now let's go to number 3. Step number 3, don't wait till you have the millions before you go into production. You can start with whatever amount and wherever you are. Once you have identified the product you want to go into, either 1 or 2 or 3 of them, and then you have learned production, the next thing is go ahead, start producing. You don't have to wait until all the millions come in. So start with whatever you have. Now, it is even always better to start small and grow. Do you understand? So that is the next step. The next thing I want you to do is you must package your products very well. People always buy with their eyes first before they will buy what they want. They want to see if that product looks attractive. So you have to make it attractive by looking for very clean bottles to package your product. Number 2, you have to look for attractive labels to give to your product. And then you have to make sure that it's properly sealed. That is all that packaging entails. And you have to make it look good. Now, when customers pick your product, you want them to be picking it all the time. They'll be so proud and happy to pick it up from any shop wherever they see your product. That is the next thing. Then the next step I want to talk about is price for profit. Price for profit. Don't look at other people's prices, look at your own. What you have to know, the cost of your production, the cost of buying the materials you use in starting, the cost of bottling, the cost of making the labels, and the cost of transportation, and even your labor before you now add your profit to it. So this is not about competition with whoever has been in the business. This is your own business and you have to mind it. So make sure that you are pricing that product to make profit, or else it will be a total waste of time. Then the next thing I want us to talk about is get your first customers. This is where the work is actually, because a lot of people, I hear them say, I don't know how to market products, I cannot market my product. But let me tell you this day, you can market your product. The only question is you don't know how to market your product. So let me tell you how you can start to get your first set of customers. Now, for you to get first customers, look for your customers among your familiar people, your family members, your friends, your colleagues at work, your church members, your neighbors. By the time you go through all these familiar people and they start picking one or two from you, it will encourage you to do more. And some of them are people that will not even, it's not like, oh, they don't know where to buy, but they want to patronize you. They want to support your brand, so they would like to pick. That is a good place to start, because it will give you encouragement, at least for the first time. When your confidence is not high, you cannot go to the bigger market. So start with those people that you're familiar with. Tell your neighbors about it. Tell your church members, your colleagues at work, and even your family members. Tell them you can, we bill it to them, and then let them start first. That is that. Then the next step is use social media to promote your business. The way it is now, you can run your advert, you can do everything about the product on your own. So use social media, post your business, and be consistent about it. And be ready to answer people when they ask. And when you are answering people, be very, very genuine. And then the last thing I want to talk about is, be genuine. Make sure that you are, trustworthy. Make sure that you keep the terms of the business. And when people see a product and order for it, make sure that is exactly what they get for their money. If you keep all these things, you will see that they will keep coming back. And before you know it, your business is growing little by little. I want you to understand something as we conclude in this video, that Rome is not built in a night. It takes time, gradually. And if you have an idea of raising a business that can really give you regular income, start it very small and watch it grow. Make sure you reinvest into it again and again, and then you see it grow and expand to take care of other things in your life. Don't forget that good ideas, they are not souvenirs that you get home and drop by the wayside. They are tools with which you can work. So please don't play with ideas you have collected from this video. Make sure you apply them to work. God bless you. Thank you very much. If you like this video, you like this content, it will be coming your way every Saturday. That is our new schedule. Every Saturday, I'll be teaching you about 101 ideas, business ideas, and even quotable notes about starting a small scale business. So watch out for this space, and I tell you, it's going to transform you. Share this video to your friends, like it, make your comment below. Thank you very much for watching. God bless you, and see you again in my next video. Bye.